This podcast is brought to you by the U.S. Navy. To learn more, visit Navy.com/nuclear.
The technology on a Navy submarine, it's beyond cutting edge, like the new the ice or the which allows us to make the it's the most advanced out there.
Hawija, mid-afternoon. The American counterattack is underway. Platoon leader Johnson wants to continue his three-pronged attack to trap the insurgents against the canal and drive them out of Hawija. But it's been hard going. Finally, the arrival of reinforcements at the intersection on Market Street provides Johnson with some badly needed help.
They had not been coordinated with us, but they were just moving in as an extra asset for us to use. I linked up with the squad leader, and they were now going to take over, since they were already on Market Street, the mission of moving west on Market Street.
With their reinforcements moving into position along Market Street, Johnson sends 8 men to clear the road 1 block to the north. Meanwhile, Johnson himself heads south with Sergeant Hargrave's squad. The soldiers use smoke to cover their advance from any insurgents lying in wait. But like so much else in Hawija this day, even using smoke carries a risk.
We don't want to use a lot of smoke in the street. We've got a lot of the fighting left to do, we believe, just because of the firepower of the enemy. We also don't want to cover up our clear lanes of fire.
Johnson and Hargrave's squad turn the corner safely and continue west, pushing toward the canal. But there's trouble ahead.
It happened to be a road that there was just nothing but a wall on both sides, and there was no cover.
Started going up the road, and an insurgent popped out. He was wearing a head wrap, and he had a green jacket on. He saw me, I saw him, and he kind of knelt down, shot the RPG. Actually seeing a round coming out, all you do is see a circle thing with smoke behind it.
The thought I had at the time was, wow, I've just let my guys down. I just got them killed. I thought we were all dead.
Just before the RPG reaches the men, it hits a power line and explodes.
The sense of relief was more than any I'd ever felt.
As soon as the power lines hit the ground, they're sparking and they're jumping all over the street. So it's really impeding our movement forward. You want to move as fast as you can just because of the lack of cover. Now you have to deal with maybe getting electrocuted on the street as well.
The men navigate around the sparking power line and move forward to face a new danger on the urban battlefield. Identifying the enemy among the civilians in the area. Just a moment's hesitation can mean the difference between life and death. But no soldier wants to fire first and kill an innocent Iraqi. On April 7th, these split-second decisions are being made all over Hawija.
The thing that was hardest for me was there were no uniforms like we had. Everybody was dressed the same. You couldn't trust your gut completely, because you want to shoot everything you see that's not wearing what you're wearing. Out of, fear for your soldiers, fear for yourself. The problem's obviously doing something like that completely defeats the purpose of why we're over there.
I had a couple guys like, Sergeant, I got a guy right here in the alleyway. I'm like, does he have a weapon? No. Well, then you can't shoot him.
I got one down the street.
No, dude, don't shoot him. You would see guys on rooftops pointing at us, but you'd also see a weapon coming up shortly after. So they were basically acting as a spotter for the element, and we would just wait for the guy with the weapon to come up and then destroy him.